Have you ever wondered why you're always caught up in unnecessary worries, or feel tired because you have to care about too many things around you? If you're looking for a way to live more peacefully, this video is definitely for you. Today, we'll explore 7 Stoic principles to master the art of not giving a damn. That's right. You heard right. Don't care. But wait, don't think for a moment that this means becoming indifferent or indifferent. On the contrary, this is a way for us to find peace and focus on the things that really matter. Try to imagine a life where you are not swayed by the opinions of others, do not worry about things beyond your control, and always remain calm in the face of every challenge. Sounds interesting, right? This is exactly what the philosophy of Stoicism, also known as Stoicism, can bring you. It is an ancient philosophy, but it has great power to help us live a more peaceful and meaningful life. Do you ever feel tired of facing the judgment of others? Have you ever wondered how to not let the little things upset you? Let's explore these Stoic principles together to find the answers to those questions. In this video, Morgan will share with you how these principles changed his life, and I believe they can change yours too. From accepting the things you can't change to practicing emotional self-control, each principle gives you a valuable and practical lesson to apply to your daily life. So, are you ready to learn and practice these principles? Please press the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And comment, "I'm ready," to join Morgan on the journey to discover and master the art of not caring. Did you know that billionaire Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX, was rejected many times before succeeding with his groundbreaking projects? However, instead of being discouraged, he accepted the things he could not control and continued to try with strong faith. This reminds Morgan of a basic principle in Stoic philosophy, and this is the first thing that Morgan wants to send to you. Number 1. Accept what you cannot control. Hey guys, we live in a world full of surprises and unpredictability. Unexpected events, conflicting opinions from others, or suddenly difficult situations can all make us feel out of control and anxious. But think about it. How many times can you actually control these factors? Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot control the events that happen, but we can control how we react to them." Accepting what we cannot control does not mean we give up or give up. On the contrary, this is the first step to finding inner peace and reorienting our focus on what we can actually change. Imagine you are driving on a busy road and encounter a traffic jam. You may be frustrated, stressed, or even angry, but will that anger help your car move faster? Or on the contrary, does it just make you more tired and frustrated? Try practicing acceptance and controlling your reactions. When you're faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, learn to let go and focus on the things you can change. This not only helps you stay calm, but also helps you make more informed decisions. Life becomes a lot easier when we are no longer caught up in useless worries about things we cannot control. Instead, we can enjoy the present moments and spend our energy improving the aspects of our lives that we can influence. Have you ever encountered a similar situation? Please share your story. and discuss how we can apply this principle to everyday life. Once we have learned to accept what we cannot control, we have taken an important step on the path to finding inner peace. But to truly master life, you not only need to know how to let go of the things you cannot change, but you also need to control your own emotions. Have you ever wondered why some people react calmly to the same incident, while others get angry or frightened? The secret lies in emotional self-control, another core principle of Stoic philosophy. Coming to number 2, practice self-control over emotions. When you are faced with a difficult situation, instead of letting negative emotions take over, remember that you can choose your response. Practicing emotional self-control not only helps you maintain calm, but also helps you become stronger, more confident, and more wise in every decision. Join me, Morgan, in further exploring how we can practice this valuable skill, thereby living a more peaceful and meaningful life. Did you know that in the most stressful moments, Nelson Mandela remained calm and steadfast to overcome 27 years in prison? What helped him maintain such a strong spirit? The secret is the ability to control emotions, one of the most valuable skills we can learn from Stoic philosophy. We often get caught up in a whirlwind of emotions, letting them dominate our actions and decisions. But think about it. What would happen if we could control those emotions? Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the things themselves that make us angry, but the way we perceive them." Therefore, practicing emotional self-control is not just a skill, but an art that needs to be practiced every day. When you encounter a difficult situation, instead of letting negative emotions take over, take a moment to breathe deeply and think. Ask yourself, is my reaction now really helping, or will it just make the situation worse? This way, you will gradually learn how to control your emotions and maintain calm in all situations. A simple example from everyday life. When you are waiting in line to pay at the supermarket and feel frustrated because you have to wait too long, try changing your perspective. Instead of getting angry, use this time to think about positive things, or even be grateful that you have time to pause and relax for a bit. You will see that just by changing your perspective, your emotions will also change. Practicing emotional self-control also helps you become stronger. When you are no longer controlled by your emotions, it will be easier for you to make wiser decisions, build better relationships, and live a happier life. Therefore, always remember that you are the owner of your emotions, and you have the right to choose how to react to every situation. Have you ever encountered a situation where emotions took over and ruined everything? Let's share our stories and discuss together how we can practice emotional control skills. Morgan believes that practicing emotional self-control will help us live more peaceful and meaningful lives. In a busy and stressful modern life, practicing emotional self-control has helped us maintain calm and clarity, but to achieve lasting happiness, we need to combine this skill with a simple and humble lifestyle. When you control your emotions, you will realize that many of the things we pursue do not bring real value. Try to imagine a simple life, unburdened by endless material desires. That is the foundation of humility and simple living. When you no longer let negative emotions control you, you will see more clearly the value of minimalism, focusing on the things that really matter and living a more meaningful life. Let's explore what's next with Morgan. Number 3. Live simply and humbly. According to a recent study, more than 70% of adults feel stressed and pressured by constant material desires and expectations. It's amazing when we realize that these very things keep us away from true happiness. Just look at famous people like Warren Buffett, one of the richest billionaires in the world, but chooses to live in the simple house he bought in the 1950s. So what helps him keep it simple, so unique and humble? A simple and humble life is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy. When we eliminate frivolous, unnecessary things, we will see that true happiness comes from the simplest things. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "Simplicity is the key to living a meaningful life." Living simply doesn't mean you have to give up all your possessions or live an ascetic life. It's about realizing that the value of life lies not in the material things we own, but in the experiences and relationships we build. When we reduce unnecessary things, we have more time and energy to enjoy the things that really matter. Try to imagine a day when you're not caught up in the pressure to shop and own the newest things. Instead, you take time to read a book, take a walk in the park, or chat with a loved one. You will see how much lighter and more peaceful life becomes. To live simply and humbly, start by reassessing what you really need. Ask yourself, is this really going to bring me happiness? Or is it just an extra burden? Once you answer these questions, it will be easier to eliminate the unnecessary and focus on the things that bring real value. Have you ever felt tired of material pressures and wished for a simpler life? Share your story to discuss how we can live more simply and humbly, or comment "simple life" if you have been and will practice a simple life. When we choose to live a simple and humble life, we gradually realize that true values lie not in frivolity, but in moments of meaning and connection. However, to truly appreciate these things, we need to remember that life is extremely short. By reminding ourselves of the brevity of life, we will appreciate each moment more, each moment with our loved ones, and focus on the things that really matter. Join me, Morgan, in diving into how to remind yourself of the brevity of life and make each day more memorable and meaningful. Coming to number 4, remind yourself of the brevity of life. Have you ever asked yourself, if today were the last day of my life, what would I do differently? This is a question that not only intrigues us, but also pushes us to reflect on our way of life. Life is short, and none of us know when it will end. So why don't we live our lives to the fullest, cherish every moment, and focus on the things that really matter? Reminding yourself of the brevity of life is an important principle in Stoic philosophy. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "We often squander time as if it were infinite, but cherish money as if it were scarce." The reality is that time is our most valuable asset. When we are clearly aware of its finiteness, we will know how to use time more wisely. Try to imagine every day as a special gift that you never know for sure you will receive again. This not only helps you live more responsibly with yourself and those around you, but also increases the value of each moment. Do you find yourself sometimes caught up in meaningless worries, unnecessary conflicts, or little things that take away the joy of life? If the answer is yes, try stopping for a moment and thinking about what really matters to you. When we remind ourselves of the brevity of life, we learn to let go of the things that don't matter and focus on the experiences, relationships, and values we truly cherish. Take time to say love to your loved ones, to pursue your passions and dreams, and to enjoy every beautiful moment that life has to offer. Challenge yourself every day with the question, if this were my last day, what would I do? This not only helps you live more meaningfully, but also helps you reorient your life in the most positive and fulfilling way. Have you ever thought about the shortness of life? Please share your thoughts in the comments section, and let's discuss how we can live a more meaningful and happier life. Morgan believes that when we remind ourselves of the brevity of life, we will appreciate and live each day more fully. When we become deeply aware of the brevity of life, we will realize that time is too precious to waste on unimportant things, especially the judgments of others. Just imagine, if you only had one day left to live, would you let other people's negative comments affect your happiness? When we know how to appreciate every moment and live it to the fullest, we will be more confident in pursuing our own values and dreams without being influenced by outside opinions. Join Morgan to discover how to ignore other people's judgments and live your life the way you want. Coming to number 5, ignore others' judgments. Try to think of a life where you are not affected by criticism or unfavorable looks. That life would be truly free and happy, wouldn't it? Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not external events, but thoughts about them that hurt us." This means that it is how we perceive and react to other people's opinions that really matters. When we remember that life is short, we will realize that letting other people's judgments rule our lives is a huge waste. Our time is precious, and we should spend it on things that truly bring joy and meaning. If you are always worried about what others think of you, you will never be able to live freely and fully. Challenge yourself to go one day without paying attention to the judgments around you. You will find that life becomes much lighter and more meaningful when you let go of judgment. You will focus on your personal goals and values, and in turn, you will achieve more success. Just as Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thinking." So, choose to think positively and ignore negative judgments. You will find that your life becomes richer and more meaningful when you focus on the things that are important to you. Have you ever experienced the feeling of being judged, and how did you overcome it? Share with Morgan how you can live more freely and happily. I look forward to learning your methods. Once we have learned to let go of the judgments of others, we free our minds from unnecessary worries and open the door to living a freer and more fulfilling life. But to truly enjoy that life, we need to focus on the present moment. Think about it. How many times have you missed precious moments just because you were engrossed in thinking about the past or worrying about the future? By living fully in each moment, we not only find peace, but also enjoy all the joys and meanings of life right now. Coming to the next number. Focus on the present moment. How long has it been since you sat by the window, watching the sunset and feeling the stillness of the present moment? In those moments, all worries about the past and future seem to disappear, leaving only the peace and completeness of the present. We often get caught up in thinking about what's happened or worrying about what's to come, forgetting that life really only happens in this moment. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have only one moment to live, the present. This means that the past is gone, the future has not yet arrived, and the only thing we truly own is the present moment." When we focus on the present, we open the door to enjoying every moment of life to the fullest. Think about the times you missed out on joy because you were absorbed in thinking about unimportant things. How many times have you been with your loved ones, but your mind wandered elsewhere, preventing you from enjoying the moment? When we truly live in the present, everything becomes clearer, from the taste of a morning cup of coffee to the smile of a longtime friend. Focusing on the present not only helps us find peace, but also helps us face all challenges more effectively. When our minds are not distracted by useless thoughts, we can put all our energy and attention into the task at hand, thereby achieving better results. Challenge yourself every day by taking a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and feel the present moment. You will be amazed at the difference it makes in your life. Do you ever find it difficult to focus on the present? Morgan believes that by focusing on the present, we will find true peace and happiness. Let's practice together and turn every day into a meaningful and fulfilling journey. When you focus on the present moment, we begin to realize the value of each moment and find joy in the simplest things. However, to maintain and deepen this state, we need to seek inner peace. Only when our souls are truly at peace can we live fully and happily, regardless of external turbulence. Coming to the last number, seek inner peace. A recent study shows that more than 80% of adults feel stressed and anxious every day. Isn't it amazing? But what's interesting is that there is a simple solution that we often overlook. Find inner peace. When faced with challenges and pressures in life, we often get caught up in a spiral of anxiety and stress. But please try to stop for a moment and ask yourself, can I find peace amidst these storms? Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not external events that hurt us, but how we react to them." This means that inner peace does not depend on what happens around us, but on how we face and handle them. Imagine starting your day by sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and focusing on each breath. Just a few minutes a day, you will find your soul lighter and your worries seem to disappear. Finding inner peace helps us build a strong wall against external pressures and stresses. It is the foundation that helps us live a happier and more meaningful life. Have you ever found it difficult to find peace amid the pressures of life? Share your story in the comments, and let's discuss how we can find and maintain inner peace. Morgan himself believes that when we focus on finding peace from within, we will discover a new source of strength to face all of life's challenges. Let's practice together and make finding inner peace an indispensable part of daily life. you will find that life becomes much more peaceful and happier. So together, we have discovered 7 valuable principles of Stoic philosophy to master the art of not caring. Morgan hopes that these shares have brought you new and useful perspectives in everyday life. From accepting what cannot be controlled, practicing emotional self-control, living simply and humbly, being reminded of the brevity of life, ignoring the judgments of others, focusing on the moment. Now, to finding inner peace. Each principle is a step forward to help us live more peacefully and happily. Morgan would like to sincerely thank you for taking the time to listen and accompany me on this journey. Your support and interaction is a great source of encouragement for me to continue sharing positive lessons and inspiring life to everyone. Remember, life is a long journey, and every day is an opportunity for us to become better. I'm Morgan from Stoic Kingdom, and I believe that with patience and practice, together we will find true peace and happiness. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen. Before we wrap up, can you guys help Morgan with this little thing? It means a lot to me to let me know what you think about this video by selecting one of the following options. 1. Not satisfied. 2. Normal. 3. Satisfaction. 4. Very satisfied. Please leave your vote in the comments section below. If you find this video useful, don't forget to press the like button, share with friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next videos. Also, stay tuned for other videos shown at the end of this video. Thank you, and wish you always find joy and peace in life. See you again in the next videos.